Good afternoon.
My name is Comrade Tunji Balogun, the Executive Project Director for Human Rights Action Watch. We are here today, Monday, 18th March 2024, to comment and to brief you people about what is really happening in Lagos State concerning these land grabbers. Lagos State, on February 2nd, 2024, we are here at this place, in another press conference. We discussed extensively about Lagos State breeding or nurturing terrorists through land grabbers or curtailed activities. Now, police brutality, unprofessional, infamous conduct, forceful invasion with thugs and the police attached to the IGP monitoring units, willful destruction of properties, and using the office of the IGP to obtain the sum of 700,000 naira under duress, bribery, and high-level complicity against DSP Segun Agbola, Abdul Malik, and others. Premeditated, violent criminal acts and unlawful demolition of properties belonging to one Mrs. Esther Ozabumi, and violent encroachment on Mr. Mike Utomi's large expanse of land at Bolorunpelu Onigbedu village, Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos State, by one Saheed Musaduluwa Haudulai Kurakat, popularly known as Ibile, and Mrs. Folashade Balogun Badamosi, the owner of Amen Estate and Tyler Gardens, and others. We, as social justice and human rights group, we are committed to ensuring protection of fundamental rights, peace building, and sanctity of the rule of law, dedicated on the need to rescue all affected families and victims. Some of them are expected here today, but unfortunately I did not see them. To call on IGP, Inspector General of Police, the DGDSS, the NSA, to the President, and the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to act swiftly against this Saheed Abdullahi Musaduluwa, known as Ibile, and Mrs. Folashade Balogun Badamosi, and others over their irredeemable, wanton acts of criminalities, ranging from terrorism, willful destruction of properties, deceit, forceful encroachment, entry and invasion, assaults, incessant harassment, occasional harm, intimidation, land grabbing, killings, and kidnapping of innocent citizens, led by DSP Segun Agbola from IG monitoring units in Abuja. In connivance with Saheed Abdullahi Ibile, Folashade Badamosi, and others, we reiterate our confidence in the IGP, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, who through the DIG are listening order thorough investigation into wanton crimes and terrorism conducts, having secured legal court order to remand Ibile, that is Saheed Musaduluwa, due to several atrocities he has committed based on evidences available. Regrettably, we are astonished and surprised to see the handwork of complicity on the part of the head of investigation team of DCP Garba, Commander Special Tactical Squad STS, on his tacit withholding of recently approved case file for harmonization of other pending matters, only for DSP Segun Agbola to frivolously hijack the case file, divert attention, and kill investigation against Saheed Musaduluwa, popularly known as Ibile, and his gun-wielding thugs. Based on preliminary investigation, it is most convincing to the Nigerian police that Saheed Musaduluwa Abdullahi Ibile is culpable of criminalities committed against his victims, on whose behalf we appeal for continued efforts to track down all his accomplices, such as Mrs. Shade Badamosi, Managing Director of Amen Estate, and one Barrister Sonny and others for aiding and abetting crime. On February 2nd, 2024, we held a press briefing here. We presented some of the injured victims and widow of late Mr. Sodiq Kolako, an innocent bricklayer who was working on site, and a billionaire and his boys shot this boy dead and carried away his dead body. Another victims, like Samsudeen Oluwu, who was brutally wounded and thrown naked. Sunday Olabayo, who was beaten black and blue. Till now, that guy cannot perform as a man because he was beating his charm. That's become important permanently. We express our utmost displeasure and eternal disappointment to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and other relevant agencies for not being proactive to rearrest, conduct diligent investigation, and prosecute Saheed Musa Doluwa Ibile and his accomplices. By now, Ibile is supposed to be correctional facilities for terrorism charges before a court of competent jurisdiction accordingly. On the 16th of February 2024, barely 2 weeks after our press conference here, Saheed Abdullahi played on the intelligence of IG with facetious petition, and the IG monitoring team, led by this same DSP Segun Agbola, accompanied by multitude of touts, bombarded the interlocking and paving stone factory of Mrs. Esther Ozadume at the same place we are mentioning, that place in Lekki Expressway. They maltreated the boys, the factory workers, 4 of them: 1, Gabriel Ajayi; 2, Yusuf Bello; 3, Bamidele Adelaja; and the last person, Shogo Olamilekun. They are just barely 2 weeks at the site. These innocent boys were severely beaten. Then they were detained at the police station, Ayetoro, before taking them to Abuja. Regrettably, they were locked up in the police station at the Aprozi Police Divisional Headquarters in Maitama for 12 days, despite using the name of the IGP to demand 5 million naira ransom before releasing them. But the families of the victims managed to scope their bank accounts to raise 700,000 naira under duress. The money was handed over to one Falilat. The account Abdul Malik sent to them. Abdul Malik was speaking as if he was the spokesperson and the leader of the team that came from IG. He promised the victims' parents that he's going to release them along the way, because as at that time he was talking to us, he said they are in a lorry, and once he received this money, he will release them and allow them to go over to Lagos. Those boys were eventually taken to Abuja and they were detained for 12 days. During their operation here, all rooms in the building that serve as workers' residence were vandalized. Valuable items were carted away. Among the things carted away are cooking gas, bedding and materials, a submersible water pump machine, brand new one, a brand new generator, raw food items for the boys, for workers to just be there and make sure that their life is meaningful. Because initially in that place, no security can stay there. None of the workers can stay there because of the harassment and all these things that Saheed used to give to them. But upon this revisiting of this factory, the owner of the factory, this Zazabamo, has to get security policemen to secure that place. So 4 mobile policemen were on duty, even at that place, guiding the factory where paving stones and all those things are being produced. But when this mobile police, for the first time in my life, I've not seen them running away. But this time around, because we saw the Segun Agbola and his team with multitude of towers, armed with cutlass and all these dangerous weapons, mobile police ran away and left their gun. They ran away and left their guns, leaving the boys unprotected. That was why they are able to take those boys away to Abuja. Also, we are aware of the recent rampaging, evil agenda and criminalities, an act of terrorism, threatening, violent conduct and unlawful demolition of property situated at and lying at Bolorunpelu, Onigbedu village, Ibeju-Lekki, which belongs to Mrs. Esther Ozadume. That place, now let me just explain briefly. That place, the site we are talking here, once you are on the way to Ekpe now, you will see Amen 3 project. After Amen 3 is Taira. The two is owned by the same Mrs. Folashade Tunji Balogun. This place that you will get to that share the same boundary with this Amen 3, that real Amen 3 encroach on Mike Ozabume and Mike Otomi's land. If this same Ibile Said is the one that sold that place, encroached on the land and sold the place to Folashade Tunji. Folashade Tunji on her own part cannot do due diligence before buying land because already she's an accomplice with Ibile on this land grabber issue. Now, that same property we're talking about now, on Sunday, this very Sunday, 3 days ago, I mean 2 days ago now, Sunday.
Yes, no.
Yesterday, Sunday. This Shegun came all the way from Abuja again. He was in town since Friday. This DSP Shegun Agbola since Friday. Now, this is an express road now, separating the property from the other side of the road as if they are coming from Ekpe. There's one family living at this side here. The father, just an average family, low-class family. They are selling palm wine. Those people now, they are acting as if they see something, they must say something. So Ibile counted them as if they are the whistleblowers, giving information to the landowners. Because by the time when Ibile sent some people to come and take a truck, the abandoned caterpillar, the forklift and other remaining machines in that place, come and steal it. He did a paper for them through one TBS insurance. You understand? Unfortunately, those people, they call on the owner of the property, Michael Zavume and the wife. Instantly, they call on police. Police came there, and those guys were arrested. They were arrested and taken to police station at Ekpe. Getting to Ekpe now, they make the chief priest, the leader of the team among them, made confessional statement that the bill actually sent them, and he said he's coming to meet them. He was the one that gave them this payloader to come and uplift, to come and lift this truck and the forklift and other things that is movable in that place. That boy made confessional statement. It was even recorded at the Ekpe police station. They made every effort to get that boy out. He started displaying like somebody that has warapa, epilepsy or something. We said, okay, no problem. No matter what, let him go and treat him. We charge this guy to court. He was charged to court. The case is still in court now. As at that day, the boy was unable to perfect his bail condition, so he was sent to correctional center. After doing that now, Ibile and his accomplices believe that those people are the ones that passed information that led to the arrest of those ones he sent to go and carry to caterpillar and things like that. So now, for him to perpetuate this evil that he just did yesterday now, he first used the same police from IG in Abuja, IG monitoring team, this Shegun Agbola, to first arrest the man, the wife, and the daughter. They took them to the police station first, around 5 to 6 in the evening. So they were there. Why Shegun Agbola now came with other team, with Ibile on ground, with caterpillar, with earth-moving vehicle, to demolish that property. The house, the factory itself, the house that workers are living inside. You understand? We have every evidence of that. Demolish the place to the ground, level it to the ground. If you pass that place now, you'll be surprised. I saw this building stand this also 3 days ago. Demolish everything unlawfully, acting as if it's just above the law. And anytime people want to talk, you say there is nothing police can do for him in Nigeria. I have them in my pocket. So he's making claim as if the echelons of police are actually on his payroll. And the same thing applies to Folashade Tunji too. So our appeal is predicated on the fact that Said Ibile is a notorious, is acting as someone who is above the law. Probably because he is well connected with the echelon of the Nigerian police, which is usually boasts about to be untouchable and insulated from any police investigation. In fact, from reliable source, DSP Shegun Agbola, the person I just mentioned now, led another team to arrest those victims I just mentioned. As I am talking to you, gentlemen of the press now, DSP Agbola and his team, they are somewhere in Victoria Island here now. lay siege in the house of Mrs. Esther Ozabume, knowing fully well that the husband is out of the country. They are there now. After destroying her property on Sunday, 1 a.m. Sunday, you are still there to take to whisk the woman away to Abuja. All these things she's doing is just to at least divert attention, and is believing that in wasting the time of the DIG in charge, whom the IG has saddled to take responsibility of this charge, because he believes that the DIG will soon retire as few months to go. So he's playing with his own team just to extend or elongate the investigation for him to be able to scale through or escape this investigation. So it is our demand that all persons found culpable, including the aforementioned police officer, should be made to face the full wrath of the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We shall appreciate full investigation of all issues relating to the aforementioned crimes, such as criminal trespasses to properties, particularly the unlawful demolition of Mrs. Esther Ozabume's property on Sunday, 17th March 2024, terrorism contract, forgery of land title documents, harassment, fraudulent misrepresentation, deceit, and serious threats bordering on excessive interferences with the peaceful habitation and intimidation of community leaders and other innocent Nigerian citizens, residents residing within OLAYOMI area of the community. We are equally aware that the land grabbers are working together with some of the community. We shall appreciate your onward intervention for due diligence investigation and prosecution in this regard. Based on this premise, we urgently seek for IGP accelerated and concerted efforts for due diligence investigation and prosecution respectively. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Thank you. There's a court case already, court over the property. The property is a large, about 65 acres of land.
55.
65 acres of land belonging to one Mike Itomi and Mike Ozazubo and the wife. In this case, we call Mr. Mike Ozazubo and Mrs. Esther Ozazubo as one, Mike Itomi as two. Those two people are the legitimate owner of that property. Do you understand?
And it's been disputed in the courts.
It's not been. It is when this Ibile encroached on the land that the matter now goes to court. The way Ibile came into this matter is so dramatic. Ibile was working for Folashade as a security person for Folashade Badamosi, who owns Amen Estate. Now, Folashade needs police protection for his Amen project. Phase 3 there. They haven't encroached on their the Mike's land then. So they said they need it. Since we have built a structure here and painted as if it's police station, let us pay a certain amount of money for it. Let our policemen stay here for cover. That was their gentleman agreement initially. And that was how the police officers from Amen Estate gained access to that place. They paid 60,000 naira for that amount at that time. In the course of that, then these ones are working in their own factory, as in Mrs. Esther have been working in their factory, making paving stone and things like that, and life continues. Only for them to realize that Ibile has sold the land, 65 acres of land, what that means? Yeah. Sold the land from the back. And the fence that Amen Estate is now doing now, and now start covering the fence from the back side without these people knowing. So by the time these people discover, why this on this land, say somebody gave him that land. Who gave you this land? That's a story for another day. One grabber gave you this land, on what pretext? This land, this is the documents, this is the something, okay. By the time you now get all the documents, who sold this land for you? This land, I bought this land in 2017, I bought my own in 2012. You understand? That was the reason why Ibile was actually detained in Abuja. When this DSP Garba was doing first investigation. Father, you said you bought the land for your family. Where is your own receipt? this was stated so time, and this man said the bought this one so time, and this and so what are you talking about? So that means this man bought this land long before you, and you don't have the case. You not dwell to that because the case is in court already. Today I think they're going to court for that. So we are here to discuss about the illicit notorious activities and all these things, particularly this latest demolition of somebody's property. Even if it is a contest in court, you allow the court to give judgment. I mean, then the court will give demolition order. That is it. Whereas that place, we are not talking about that place. We are fighting on encroaching our land from the back, not even from the front now. You now demolish the building on that place and the factory and everything on it.
Who is the bill to that committee?
That is the first question. Who is he? A security man employed by the Yemen estate and now a what? Selling land for people.
Ibile to that place. Ibile Sahid Musa Dodowa has no stake in that land in question that he's talking about. But from all understanding and from what he presented in Abuja, do you understand now? It's like Garuba, who Mike Utomi sold land to initially, has transferred ownership of that 10 acres of land to Ibile. And that land transferred to him, either by proxy, either paying, or whatever it is at the extreme end. As extreme end of that acres of land, not even in the front or in the middle of the river. So if Ibile now has a proof that Garuba sold land for him, okay, where is your portion of land? Where did they sell for you? Did they sell for you from the middle? Will somebody sell land for you from the front? Where is your portion? That is another matter that we file out in the court. So Ibile happens to be a notorious land grabber, tormenting and disturbing all these access in the Ibeju-Lekki area. If you want to do proper investigation at the investigative journalism now, just go to that access and find out about Ibile. When he was arrested and detained, women were dancing, churches are holding IBG that he will not come back. The cabbieces and the ballet, they are all rejoicing. One of the journalists is there with me, that Koiki, you are here. You know the time we did at ballet, okay, we did. You know what they did? This same village took a caterpillar to that place, active machine, and demolished houses, market, demolish everything, and even kill people in that place. He's a notorious criminal.
So as we speak now, even the traditional institutions over there, they don't have, they don't have power. They cannot seem.
They can't.
Okay, I think your call should go further to the president of the country.
That's why we are calling on the NSA to the president, National Security Advisor to the president, that he should intervene on this matter. And that is the essence of calling the attention of the press. We are the one that can see these people. We human rights, we can only work with you if you are able to project this and let the people that are supposed to know to hear about this thing in a way that they know that these people actually need to be rescued. Protection of people for welfare is a duty of the government.
Sorry, apart from briefing the press, have you written a petition to the NSA?
So many petitions.
Has they responded to any?
The latest petition, I don't know if you have it now, was written to Attorney General. Yeah. Attorney General milited on it that to the IG, that IG make sure all these cases against this guy is being harmonized. It's being harmonized. And that is the only thing the DIG is supposed to do. But now, this Sheikh Agbola was able to hijack the file through his own DC, and they keep the file. They did not transfer. They disobeyed the order of the IG. They did not transfer the file. They did not transfer the file from that section to STS where the file is supposed to be. Twice those guys have been in Lagos to harmonize the files, the cases concerning the building in Lagos.
Okay. The community involved has representative in the House of Assembly, yes, House of Rep, and the Senate. Have you made efforts to route any petition, any complaint through any of those representatives to the presidency or the NSA?
No, we are yet to do that, but the lawyers are working on that. These people have lawyers, and their lawyers are working on it.
Ibeju-Lekki was Ibeju-Lekki 2 or the one?
Ekpe Assis. Ibeju-Lekki stroke Ekpe.
House of Rep is Wale Raji.
I don't know if that one is Etiosa or
You mean the reps?
Etiosa, right?
Abiru is the Senate. Abiru is the
I
Senate.
know.
There's a need for you to get in touch with those people.
With those people. Yes, there is need for, you may be right, but there is need for the community leaders, the traditional rulers.
Yeah.
What's
What's the position of the traditional?
Absolutely.
Because the other time you said Ibile was arrested.
Yes,
They
they are all rejoicing.
As of now, that he has been released, have they been able to meet and reach a consensus on what should be the next step?
They are afraid.
Why?
They are afraid because they know this guy
The guy
is a
can go and
killer.
kill them?
Yes, they are afraid. They are afraid to even speak out. They are afraid because they know he has a web of cultists and criminal gangs. So they know. Somebody that gets to Abuja was arrested and he was telling them, stop talking at the IG office there, at the monitoring station, that I have 69 billion. You are boasting like that in front of police. How did you accumulate your wealth? Can the police people say, okay, before even going to this case, can we just put searchlight? Let's know how you get all this your wealth.
But there's this belief that probably he has support of some politician or those at the higher level.
It's not that maybe he has the support of the police, and he believe that with Falashade Badamosi. You know, Falashade Badamosi was actually married to one Badamosi, a Syrian leader of PDP,
Tunde Badamosi.
So, and that's one too as a brother to Rashidi Badamosi, a politician too. So that they are called
Rashidi is late.
That's the brother to Tunde.
I think he's late.
I think it's late. Even Tunde Badamosi and Falashade, they are no more husband and wife.
I know.
So this one is not story for another day. You understand now? So now they have been using all those connections. We just thank God in Lagos that we did not fall victim of voting for the wrong side. Assuming somebody like that who is employing a notorious criminal as security for his wife's estate now unfortunately become the governor of Lagos State. What do you think will be the fate of Lagosians? What do you think? Recently now the deputy governorship candidate of one party that failed to in Lagos State. She's an ambassador in Hemen Estate. She accompanied this scholar Shade Badamosi to Abuja. Are you getting it now? Supposing that one too, fortunately, becomes the deputy governor in Lagos State. Won't their clique be more stronger? What do you think Lagos will be turning into? And that's why we are calling on the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. He should stop treating these people with kid gloves. There is an agency for these land traffickers, land grabbers agency. They are just backing, they cannot bite. They'll be holding conferences and town hall meetings everywhere. You'll be hearing about this Tomori Williams. You'll be hearing about this Ibile. You'll be hearing about all these serious land grabbers that are causing problems in this Lagos State. Why can't you, for God's sake, apprehend them? We know they have strong base at the Ministry of Lands. We know they have strong base there. Even persons that are even strong and doing all those work for them. I was recently elevated. Instead of being demoted and sacked, elevated in the political terrain. So there should be proper investigation into all these officials that are conniving with all these land grabbers to cause problems. Because what you are seeing today now, the way this land grabbing activity is going on now, the Lagos State is seriously nurturing and breeding terrorism. But by the time it will backfire on them, they know that yes, they lack what they didn't do what they were supposed to do initially. In the days of Ambode, all of us know now, this land grabbers was curtailed to a certain extent. Because Ambode was able to sign a law enacted by the Lagos State Assembly. The law is still there till today. Why is the governor treating this matter with kid gloves? People need to ask. Recently, a case involving this Tomori Williams and one fashion somewhere in the Kenya in Assist there, the court slammed 20 million naira on a high level personality of this APC, Babai to Odunbaku, Cardinal Odunbaku. The court asked him to pay 20,000 for illegal demolition of somebody's property and encroachment. That means these people now, they are working with high-level politicians. They are working with high-level people. That's why they can boast and say, if you kill, you just die. If you die, nothing will happen. You understand? So they're acting as if they are above the law, and government is just treating the matter as if, yes, let it go like that. No problem, it can go like that. I don't know why somebody of this nation with series of petition, with all these allegations, with all those people, video tape of people that was killed, the one that was whisked away minus that, the one that was killed, a woman that the leg was punctured as if you see the bone in that place. Somebody that the husband too, that they killed the husband and turned the young lady to become a widow, and things like that. A lot of atrocities that has committed, and that person will still be walking freely in the community. And the funniest part is that you see this guy with police escort. Boko Haram are fighting, banditry are fighting, kidnapping are stopping, security is at the very lowest point in Nigeria now. We are all shouting, we cannot see with our eyes closed. Still, Nigerian police still deploy men to be guiding notorious criminals, all these land grabbers. Go past this place and go do as we are going to Ekpe. You will see policemen guiding the main state, policemen guiding Tahira Estate. Policemen, what are they doing in all these places? Are they not being paid with taxpayers' money? So these people need to be properly investigated, particularly these estate people. They need proper investigation. Police should do their job. Other security agencies should do their job. DSS should come into this matter. They should rescue this country from total collapse. The security is a serious shambles. Where do you go from here? If we now say Ibile Musa Dulu is above law, and he can now control and dilly-dally the IG office, the highest echelon of Nigerian police in Nigeria, here, when the matter is with DIG, tactical squad, and you move from another place again, go to another session in the same IG office using IG monitoring. Small time you go to another place, go and use DFA finance. You understand? Moving, just playing kites in the same IG office there. So that's why you are calling on IG. Because if IG, we are very sure IG, kind of the question that I know, is a complete gentleman, and they won't take all this nonsense. The certain things you see, all those documents signed, they are always signed for IG. So we cannot say IG knows anything about this. That's why we are calling on IG. We want IG himself to know and to intervene. You are the one that asked DIG Sunday Ali to investigate this guy. Now investigation has been stopped. Now because they don't want to unveil the truth. They don't want the truth to be unveiled. That is the position of things now.
Any 15 years to hear from any direct 15 apart from
yes, we brought victims. That's every second now. I think you can show them some of the victims. I mean, you have all the tapes with you. Okay, another day at the time. That one is very minor. Yeah. He has a lot of things there.
So I can show you some.
They show you all the clips.
Sir, I believe that
It's everything on the mic soon.
I believe that this Ibeju's case, these materials things they have been doing, have been going on for years. So I want to know how many years, because it's a case now that brought out this press release or something. So I want to know how many years has this Ibeju's Materials Act has been going on, because according to you, I said that there are evidence.
Yes.
But because he's boasting now that he has the police people around him. So I want to know how many years, because for us to, we have to put years. How many years has he been doing this thing? So we can call on the government that this thing, because the more we are keeping silent, the more people are dying. So I want to know how many years has this Ibile? Because for somebody now to employ him as a security guard and he turns his back now to harm that person. I want to know how many years has he been doing this material stuff he has been doing?
Thank you for that question. The reason why I will not give you a direct answer to years that Ibile has been operating this criminality is that it is when this matter of Eleron, Mrs. Macaulay and the Bale and the likes, that Ibile collided with Ogungbe or whatsoever and others with this NTDA. That was last 2023, July 2023, that I heard that the matter was brought to us as a human rights, brought to us and we intervened. The Ibile case has been going on years in that axis. Do you understand? But now, the one that actually concern us are the people that brought their case forward to us. We saw the victims, we saw the widow, we saw those that were macheted, we saw the woman, the man that was naked, Ibile was standing in the video, policemen and women were there asking the people working on site to be climbing themselves and still like this. Police are rejoicing why Ibile was. So I want to see your penis outside. The video is with you. Please share it to them. All the evidences have been given, sent to Abuja since last year. Petitions on this matter, on this same Ibile, is more than 15 to 20 in different sections. Cases in court with this Ibile is more. I can't even say so many. This number of cases. But this guy, because he's boasting that he asked the money, because if somebody can be selling somebody's land, acres of land to all this estate, you know this estate, they have backup and they are paying. So and he has the money to throw around. That's why they have been subverting, dodging, escaping prosecution for long. Do you understand now? So he's claiming that he knows the police. He has them in his post. If not, there is no way in a sane society, a sane country, where criminals will be given that privilege of giving privilege as in police attached to him. Why is doing this evil at police will be monitoring, checking? Is he not working in connivance with them? Yes, he is. So years that he has been working, you want to find out about Ibile, more about Ibile, digging deep on Ibile, you need to visit that axis. Just go to any of the axis. Just start from anywhere in Ibeju-Lekki, Akodo, Igbo, mention that, because mention his name there. Some people will hear his name and run away. Some people will hear Ibile. That's what I'm telling you. Mrs. Macaulay, Mrs. Macaulay and Balele Ogede cried, led team. They went to governor's office, Alausa. They went to Lagos House of Assembly. Everything they did. Still, they came with out of the machine and demolished all the structure in that ballot. Nothing is done. Only for the local government chairman, Olu, what is his name, to start calling them and say, come to my office. You now go to the office and say, okay, how many plots do you have? One plot, 500,000, take it. So 500,000, and people say they don't want to take it. Some that are seriously in poverty, then they collected. That's not our business. But those that knows their rights, they did not collect it. They say they want to know the reason why government, it is the government that actually send them to come and demolish their house. How and why? Do you understand? That case is still there with this same Ibile. So he has a lot of atrocities that he has committed everywhere. That's why we say evidences abound. If you don't have the evidences, you will not do this. So the police handling this matter, as in the tactical squad, they've seen these evidences, they saw everything. So Ibile knows that yes, his days is almost over. So he's now using another section in the same IG office. That's why he's using IG monitoring. Do you understand now? To make sure that okay, this will not be. And that's the reason why we come again and say, okay, let us go through the Attorney General. Attorney General, see all these things, Baga. All what we want you to do is that instruct the IG that all these case files against this guy be properly investigated. And the current one that they went to arrest all these boys working there and the case file should be handled over and joined with the existing case that this guy has at the STS. But Shegun Agbola sat on it and the file did not lead it. Shegun is just a DSP and the file did not lead DCP office. DCP Elamo. You understand? They are all acting as if the police does not even have regulations. They don't understand what is going on.
Thank you very much. I think it's okay.
So you can check. Those are the one.
You say you have the soft copy.
I have the soft copy. I will send it to you.
But on
So this is the guy.
So who are you now directing the solutions from? Is it the governor or the
no, it's everybody. It's everybody. We'll capture it. Okay, just summary of pé àpòyè ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ àpòyè CP àpòyè sílẹ̀ wà pathetic.
Kí ló ń gbẹ̀yìn? Kí ló ń gbẹ̀yìn ọ̀gbẹ́ni ìjọba èyí gbájú?
Orúkọ mi ni Tunji Balogun, mo jẹ́ bí olùdarí ẹgbẹ́ human rights. My name is Comrade Tunji.
No, Yorùbá fẹ́ ṣe
orúkọ mi ni Tunji Balogun, a jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ajàfẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ara ẹni. Ìdí tá a ṣe pé press conference yìí ni torí àwọn nǹkan tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Musadoluwa Saheed Abdullahi Burakat tí ó wáyé mọ̀ sí ìbílẹ̀ torí àwọn ìwà ta ló tó mi, ta ló lè mú mi, ìwà tó ń wù ní gbogbo agbègbè Ibeju-Lekki, pàápàá jùlọ ní orí ilẹ̀ tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ Emetri Estate ní Ẹ̀pẹ́ Expressway àbákọ̀jú sọ́nà Ẹ̀pẹ́ láti Ibeju-Lekki ń bí tó jẹ́ property Mrs. Esther Ozabume àti Mr. Mike Ojomi tó wà lórí ibẹ̀ yẹn. Gbogbo wà tó ń wù níbẹ̀ láti rí pé ó ṣe màndàrú láti fi èrú gbàbùkún láti gbalẹ̀ onílẹ̀ ó ti talẹ̀ onílẹ̀ fún Fọláṣadé Gbàdàmọ́sí ẹni tó jẹ́ olùdarí iléeṣẹ́ Menace àti Tiari Garden. So kò fẹ́ kó bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òun, so definitely gbogbo ọ̀nà ló ń gbà láti fi rí dájú wípé wọn ní lè ṣe ìwádìí ohun tó tó àti bó ti yẹ láti fi ṣọ̀pá àwọn ọlọ́pàá wọn ní lè ṣèwádìí ẹ̀, wọn ní lè mọ òótọ́ tó jókòó lórí ọ̀rọ̀ níbẹ̀. So tó bá ti ń mú lápá báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ máa yọ ń bí ń sí wọ́n gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn petitions yẹn ó lo 15 days ló lò l'Abuja tó fi detain ẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Ó jáde báyìí lọ́nà tó lọ competition against sí ọ́fíìsì míì lábẹ́ ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá pátápátá yẹn náà táwọn yẹn tún padà wá pa àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ labourer lórí factory ní fún Mrs. Esther Ozabume níbẹ̀ yẹn. ẹ̀kọ́ tá a fẹ́ kí ìjọba ṣe ni pé wàhálà tí Saheed tó ń ṣe láràlú pípààyàn jíjìyàn gbé gbogbo ìfapájẹ gbogbo wàhálà tó ń ṣe ti pọ̀ jù. a fẹ́ kí ìjọba kó bá fọwọ́ ṣìkún mú kọ́ ṣe ìwádìí òun àtàwọn tó jọ ń ṣe wàhálà tó ń cause problem tó ń ṣe wàhálà yìí Fọláṣadé Gbàdàmọ́sí tó ní MSA àtàwọn yòókù wọn kíjọba kó tán touchline sí wọn wọ́n wádìí wọn dáadáa wọ́n ṣe àbí kọ́ bá wa dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí láti lè gba àwọn aráàlú lọ. à ń sọ fún gọ́vnọ̀ à ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ náà láti lè kí gọ́vnọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ẹ bá wa dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ ìwé ògbà là ń pè yín clarion call every time ló ń pè yín lójoojúmọ́ gbogbo wọn ara jù ló ń pè yín náà sọ pé kẹ́ dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ má fọwọ́ yẹkẹrẹ mú ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ajagunbalẹ̀ yìí ẹ má fọwọ́ yẹkẹrẹ mọ́ ajagunbalẹ̀ yìí wàhálà ó ń bọ̀ bó ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ nílé yìí lẹ́ni ọ̀pá àǹsọ̀ orílẹ̀ lọ́la wọn ò rókò èèyàn kan lọ́la ọba sá lọ nílùú lọ́la wọn jọba gbé bó ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí o ìbílẹ̀ yìí ẹ wá nǹkan ṣe sí criminal gbogbo offense tó ń ṣọ́ ni ẹ bá wa ta àwọn tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé task force lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ ẹ bá wa ta wọ́n jí kọ́ yé sùn kọ́ ta jí ọ̀rọ̀ ìbílẹ̀ yìí kọ́ bá wa ṣe bó ṣe tó àti bó ṣe yẹ IG sọjọ́rà police náà àtàwọn olófin yòókù gbogbo àwọn tó wà níbi ipò òfin láti lè dáàbò bo àwọn aláàbò ẹ̀tọ́ ìlú ẹjọ́ à ń bẹ̀ yìí ààbò àwọn èèyàn Ìbẹ̀jú-Lẹ́kì àtàwọn èèyàn tó wà nípínlẹ̀ Èkó wọ́n ṣe pàtàkì ẹ bá wa dìde ẹ gbà wọ́n lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìbílẹ̀ tó ti sọra ìdí pé òun ju òfin lọ